Luke Summerfield, another Savvy Panda. He's ready to light a fire in this community and tell us some interesting things. So Luke, take it away.
All right. So about 2 weeks ago, I received an email for an open invite for the Ignite Talks. I looked at the format and I said, man, this is the exact kind of talk I like to give. This is a great opportunity. And so I jumped on the chance to be able to present for it, or try to. And so I spent about an hour trying to figure out topic ideas, and with very little success, I took a step back and I said, is this really something I'm able to do? I'm already speaking at a lot of conferences in November. Like, do I really want to take one more on? And I sat back and I said, you know what, this really isn't something I'm able to do. And I said, no, I'm not going to pitch for the Joomla Ignite. Well, I didn't stop thinking about it, okay? And I'm sure a lot of you have been there. And right as I thought I didn't know what I wanted to do, the inspiration hit me, right? And as easy as it was for the weight to be taken off my shoulders, the inspiration hit me. And that's exactly what we're going to talk about today, is the inspiration that I had. And that's the power in saying no. And so I think we have this disposition as human beings that we always need to say yes, right? A family member, a friend, someone that's dear to our hearts ask us for some favor. And we have this genetic kind of like happenings where we feel obligated to say yes, right? Otherwise, we'll feel guilt. Okay, in the Joomla community, this happens all the time. Someone in a project asks you for help, right? And maybe they're a higher authority, maybe they're your Joomla friend, and you feel like you have to help them out. Okay, and these aren't the only scenarios. Oh no, there's a lot more, right? So if maybe an opportunity presents itself to you, and you want to take advantage of it, you say, hey, there's no way I can let this opportunity go away. Or for the entrepreneurial version people, maybe it's a great idea that you think that you can spur into this great, successful business. Whatever the scenario is, in the back of our minds, we know that we are just too busy for it. And so we think we can shift our schedules. We think we can cut hours. We can change hours, okay, to make this new project work. And at first when it starts out, maybe it is possible. Maybe it is something that we can do and we can manage our time and tasks. But the reality is, as time goes on, we become overwhelmed and it isn't something that we can do. And inevitably, something has to give, right? And so, working on one project, we have the other project burning in the back of our heads, right? There's only so many blocks you can pull. There's only so many blocks you can put on top of the board before the whole Jenga tower falls. Okay, and this results in stress. Okay, we end up doing nothing but treading water. We feel so busy, but we feel like we're not getting anywhere. We're distracted, right? We're distracted and we forgot what we wanted to achieve in the first place. Okay, and this is not fair. This is not fair. The second that we cave into someone and we're taking additional weight, every time that we agree to do a task, that we agree to do a project, we're putting additional weight on ourselves. And guess what? Guess where that weight comes from? Our personal lives. And so we shift our hours around and we take time away from our friends and take time away from our hobbies, and worse, we take time away from our family, right? And these things are put in the back seat, and eventually they start evaporating into the air, right? And the worst part of all this isn't just hurting ourselves, these are hurting the people, other people, right? We commit to someone. When we commit to a project, there's an exchange that happens, an exchange of trust. That person has faith in you that you'll be able to come through and complete that project. But at the point where the project stalls out, you're letting that person down. The reality is we need to make a conscious effort to exercise more discipline and have more clarity in our lives. We need to strengthen our dedication and focus to our goals. At the point where it speaks to our core values and speaks to our core beliefs, and it aligns itself with our current path and is contained in the scope of our current project and our current goals, at that point, the answer is crystal clear, right? The answer should point to yes. And you can stay rest assured that it's not going to lead you off of that path of success. Each and every day, we are pulled in all kinds of different directions, right? Our life is hard enough without us overextending ourselves above and beyond what we can handle. The true leaders, the true people that are shaping their lives, they understand the power of saying no. They understand the importance of staying focused on their original goal. So I urge you to take a look at your projects that you have on your plate and in your mind And if the projects are bringing you closer to what you're trying to achieve in life, if they aren't, if they're not bringing you closer, then there's only one thing you need to say. Thank you.
All right.